Here we go. What did you drop out of this? Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, there's like 4.99 overall teams though.
That one bounds through the end zone and it'll be a touchback.
Yeah. They love it, bro. They love it.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting.
Yeah, I saw that. He's not even in the game.
A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team.
Yeah.
Now it's time to see if they can
Yeah.
deliver.
Yeah, I saw that, bro. And I was like, dude, I don't even see him.
So much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Staley. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. You got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle that, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball. Back to pass on second down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right side, it's Davis. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
On the move. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get
that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On the run, it's Walton. Runs through the tackle. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Backed up in their own end, just find some breathing room. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football.
It's blocked. He couldn't get it away.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. He saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field, and it worked. Huge play on the block punt.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown ball. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Taylor wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I'd just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
2nd down, going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Graham. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd down to the air. He's got it. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. The Irish send out the punt unit. Don't forget, he had that first punt blocked. He'll aim aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Drops back on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Wants to go up top on second down. Throwing right. Caught, it's Staley. Turning it on! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Vols peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run it. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Richard. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll try to get it through the air. Out wide right, it's Staley. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Right side, it's Matthews. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Mobley. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his
a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They did.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Taylor wants to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just throwing an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes a hit as he fires. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Changing the routes with his receivers. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. On the run, deep down the right side. It's caught. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the red zone, it's Bishop. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Into the end zone for 6.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting
Who's better?
to start the season in great fashion.
Damn, so Derek's been on a run.
He'll bring it out. It's Walton.
That's something I talked to Hunter was winning.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this.
Is Derek starting to run the ball?
Somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those who have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some...
It's a running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got a step and just dusted the field. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offend.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the
This
defense,
game.
and he's off. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. That 3-touchdown lead has been cut to 7. The momentum has shifted, and now a chance to get it back on this drive. Out wide left, it's Matthews. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Out of the backfield, he's open. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Fresh center downs going to the air. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Lost to throw on first. Look out! Trying to get away. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move.
That's fucking really cool.
They were back in their own end.
Oh, you fucking idiot. Oh, so dumb.
He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Plows his way ahead. Sees a crease.
I'm getting cooked.
Gets it to the
I guess what he's
46-yard
doing.
line. First down for this offense.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs
Yeah, I'm
on the
here.
ground.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. They drag him down.
Yo.
Not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short.
It's also run. That's all he does is just run.
Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw it. Left side is
Huh?
Graham. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just a little off. Incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Still looking to his right. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Irish! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now, they are playing with tons of confidence.
And he makes the extra point. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 13 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Ducks with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Hit and brought down right
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking for a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He is threatening to run his way into the Irish annals like Julius Jones did against Pitt and Navy, or maybe rolling like the bus, Jerome Bettis or Vegas Ferguson.
Just having a day. Give it to him. Good things happening. Listen, this offense, they're physical up front. They're creating holes, and the running back is doing the rest. This is clinic take 101 on how to be physical.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Just feeds the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Drives inside. Got a little grass. He's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Out wide right, it's Richard. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Bishop. At the 45 on its way. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And into the end zone. Touchdown ball. And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Enough to move the chains. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. After run, now throw. On target. Flying down the right side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Brought down. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. On the return, he's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll run the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Off to the races to the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Follows his blocks. It's Mobley. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They give it to him again. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I love love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making the adjustment on the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab on the left side. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Firing deep. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. Working the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that first and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And the defense jumps on it. At that turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Now they'll try the right side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Might as well run him again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Rush is on. That pass not close as he got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Makes the catch around the 50. Taken down right away. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This certainly hasn't been been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Right side, it's Richard. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. The snap sets up the throw. Time that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a second and 6. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think you're offensive.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll need a bunch on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Taylor wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a tight end. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. Want to welcome to college college football for this season. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using his legs, it's Walton. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And how about that on 4th down, and they got to throw the football. They make the play in a big-time moment. Nice job by the offense, getting this a little bit closer to the finish line.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two